Nextcloud Files is where your documents, videos, and photos live. Nextcloud Files is a powerful document management system, making it easy to view, access, and share your documents wherever you are. It offers document versioning, templates, and powerful sharing capabilities. One of the new features you will see in Nextcloud Files are the new filters. These filters allow you to filter on a file type, when a file was modified, or which people shared that specific file. There's also a filter on file names in the folders. And here's something a lot of you have been asking for. It is one of the most requested features in Nextcloud. We've added a folder tree view in the sidebar. Now you can navigate through your folders much faster. We've also made some improvements to the grid view in Nextcloud Files. Now there's more space for those longer file names, making it easier to see everything at a glance. I want to start with the basics. In Nextcloud, you upload, download, and access your files. To add files, you start with the plus menu. You see a few new things. First, you can now upload folders as well as just files. Second, there's the option to do a file request, which means you can ask people to send you a file. Let's have a look what that looks like. In this dialog, you can then enter a subject line for your file request, choose a folder where the files that you receive should go, and add a little note for the recipient. You can also set things like expiration date and password for your file request. Now you are ready to share the link for your file request, and if needed, you can also share via a mail address. The recipient who opens a mail or clicks the link you've sent them will be asked to enter the name before uploading. Upon submitting your name, you have the option to upload or drop your files. It shows that the description you gave to this file request. You can see all your file requests under the sharing section on the left sidebar. That way, you can conveniently access them to check on any uploads. When working with other users, you want to know when files or folders are changed or when somebody gave a comment on them. This helps you to stay up to date. Nextcloud Files offers you to set up your notifications. For each action, you can choose to get push notifications on your mobile device and browser or through an email. With this release, you can get notified when someone downloads your shared file or when someone uploads the file you've requested. Organizations often collaborate with people outside the organization, like for example consultants, vendors, or other government agencies. Nextcloud Files makes collaborating easy with the guest user feature, which gives access only to the files and folders they need. But sometimes consultants or contractors switch jobs and join the city or state government as employees. At that point, you'd like to move those guest accounts over to real accounts, and with Hub 9, this is super easy. Nextcloud Hub 9 brings enhancements to group folders, a popular collaboration feature which allows administrators to create shared folders, grant access to specific groups, manage write and sharing permissions, and set quotas. Now you can easily manage access control list, or ACL, permissions for group folders with enhanced feedback and the ability to view both inherited and direct permissions. There are many more improvements in Nextcloud Files. For example, if you're in an environment where multiple operating systems are used, you will appreciate that the server can now enforce file names that won't cause issues on Windows. My favorite feature would be the file requests for uploads in Hub 9. I'd like to shortly talk about Federation. So far, you've seen our work on Nextcloud Files, but there's more work behind the scenes as well as, of course, work on our clients. Federation basically solves our dependence on big central services. We see a clear need for a self-hosted alternative. You can connect multiple Nextcloud servers and have them collaborate together. This also ensures full digital sovereignty by communicating and collaborating in a decentralized manner. There's no need for a third party to control all. The data always resides on the original server. With federated sharing, you can define the permissions for each federated folder or file share. In the sharing settings, you can configure where shared files and folders should reside on your Nextcloud instance. For administrators, we provide a range of options to fine-tune federated cloud sharing, allowing you to customize, but if needed, you also have the option to disable it entirely. One thing every single one of our customers cares about deeply is keeping their data secure. We work on security with every release. Today, we have some key improvements I want to talk about. If you use physical security keys for passwordless authentication in Nextcloud, you'll be pleased to know that you can now add a PIN for extra security. This feature, known as user verification, ensures that even if someone else has your security key, they can't access your Nextcloud account without your PIN. Developed by our community, this enhancement in Hub 9 adds an important layer of protection to keep your account secure. In Hub 9, we also expanded our admin delegation feature to user management, so the system admin can give the right to add and remove users to others without immediately giving them full admin rights. Sometimes you need an extra layer of security by disabling admin access in certain locations or networks without completely blocking access to your platform. In Hub 9, we've introduced a more fine-tuned approach, allowing you to restrict admin access to trusted IP addresses or ranges. Outside of these locations, admin actions and settings will be unavailable to users. Nextcloud Hub supports multiple encryption technologies. Each layer of encryption targets different threats. For example, server-side encryption can protect data on disk at rest, in case the server gets stolen, for example. End-to-end encryption protects from compromised and malicious servers, while TLS encryption protects data going from server to client and vice versa. In Nextcloud Hub 9, end-to-end encryption is now compatible with server-side encryption, so you can enable both on the same server. As both are complementary, this is a nice step towards securing your data. To help you protect sensitive data, Nextcloud has the ability to extract metadata from files to set certain tags to help you classify documents. In Hub 9, we've enhanced metadata extraction capabilities to include PDF files. You can now automatically scan and tag PDF documents based on their content, such as identifying credit card details to set confidential tag. With these tags, you can easily manage and protect critical data across your organization. Moreover, we introduced support for Azure Information Protection file tags, so documents that contain such a metadata can be handled properly. I also have some news about our clients. Next to our web interface, many people use our desktop and mobile clients. These provide easy and reliable file sync across devices, which allows you to work locally without a network connection. With Hub 9, we added new release channels to our desktop client and enabled new security settings. We also made some improvements in the interface, bringing it closer to the native UI and improved handling multi-monitor setups, especially on macOS. In our mobile apps, we worked on the Android sync capabilities and made new design improvements for iOS. One of the noteworthy improvements is a two-way sync feature in the Android client. With two-way sync enabled for a folder, it will be up to date at all times. Files added or updated in the cloud automatically sync to your device and vice versa. This feature works with internal folders, meaning the ones you create in Nextcloud. Here's a summary of all the features available in the Nextcloud Files clients, and since I'm involved in design, my favorite feature would be the UI redesign for desktop app that makes it really look more native.